I am being sued at this moment. Well, I do have insurance. Today, fam, I want to talk about 7 pitfalls in starting a lawn care business. What up, fam? This is Vic from Cutz Premium Lawn Care here in Conyers, Georgia. And as always, hope you guys are cutting on. All right, let's jump right into it. Number 7, not willing to say no to your client. A lot of times we take on work, and when we take that work on, we don't understand our limitations when we're getting started and not being able to say no. Well, I did that. I wound up taking on a HOA, and it had 3 retention ponds, fam. And I figured, hey, I could just mow them with my lawnmower, just like any other thing. Well, guess what, fam? I should have known something was up because they had a contractor before me, and he quit on them. Come to find out, you can't mow it with a doggone ride lawnmower. And they used to weed eat it, and the price they was paying them wasn't a lot of money. So I realized I should have said no. Well, guess what? I did. I called them up and I said, hey, listen, unfortunately, I don't have the equipment to cut your retention ponds. They said, well, why don't you do it like the other lawn care provider did? They weed eated it. And then I realized why they quit. Because ain't no way in the hell I'm gonna be out there in the middle of July, 120 degrees, weed eating some retention ponds. So we had to let them go. Number 6, not developing a schedule or service route. Fam, you wouldn't believe that people are still writing things down on pencil and paper, and they don't know how far a distance between different properties are. Right now, you got software. You should be plugging this thing in, and the software you can drag and paste. They got Service Autopilot. They also have Yard Book, where you can see the best way to optimize, that's hard to say, a route. So this is something that you need to learn if you're getting started in lawn care. And if you haven't done it and you've been doing this for a while, you're still doing pencil to paper, man, I really encourage you to get these softwares. And I'm telling you, it's gonna save an hour, it's in a day, and so on and so forth. Let me tell you something. You need to save the time because time is money. Number 5, not having a service agreement. Fam, develop a service agreement even when you have clients that you feel like, hey, they really nice people, because at the end of the day, they will drop you like a bad habit and they will say it's your fault. But if you have a service agreement on how you service properties, it will protect you. Like one of the things in my service agreement, I have a disclaimer. If you ask me or my guys to weed eat any area pertaining with rocks and a rock go flying through your car window, your window, whatever, guess what? We don't pay. That's part of our service agreement. That's something in our contract, because they will ask someone to do something. And I tell my guys, you don't weed eat rock beds. You don't weed eat rock beds. But guess what? They'll weed eat the rock bed because the client will come out and say, can you do that for me real quick? And boom, that's when it happened. $800 window, gone. Well, if they ask me to do it, it's going to be on them, because in my service contract, it says we are not responsible if clients ask us to do areas such as, and one of them is rock beds, fam. Insurance costs. Man, this is a healthy pitfall both ways. One way is if you don't have insurance, you're going to get it. Eventually, you're going to hit something, do something, and it's going to cost a lot of money. Now, everyone understands, or who've been following me, know I got a situation with a person saying that I bust out his Corvette car windows. We don't believe we did that. We don't have any proof that we did that. However, I am being sued at this moment. Well, I do have insurance, okay? Will protect me, because the guy's asking, check this out, he's asking for 10 grand. He's asking for 5 grand for the windows. And then he asked for another 5 grand, I guess, for pain and suffering. I don't know what that's all about. But at the end of the day, fam, this can be a pitfall if you don't have it. And then the other pitfall is it's very expensive. Insurance is very expensive. So I will shop around to find the best one based upon what you're doing in your business. Number 3, repairs to your equipment when it comes to your mowers, your weed eaters, your blowers, and your vehicle. Yes, man, that could be a pitfall, because a lot of times the saying is when it rains, it pours. So If you're just getting into lawn care, one of the things that I would tell you is try to have some form of backup mower, a backup weeder, backup blower, because those things are subject to breakdown. Now, if you're really good and handy and everything, you ain't got to worry about your equipment because you can fix it. But if you're someone who just don't know how to fix things, my hand is up in the air, it's going to cost you a lot of money. And just so for you know, at my dealer, they used to charge about $100 an hour. Now they're up to $125 an hour. Man, that's a significant jump. And I'm gonna be honest with myself, man, I didn't raise my prices that high, you know, to actually deal with the cost of repairs to equipment, lawnmowers, weed eaters, and blowers. So man, be prepared and start stacking your money to get extra. Number two, pitfall when it comes to starting a lawn care business is gas costs, man. Gas costs is very significant in this business. And at the beginning of the season, gas was ridiculous. It came down some, but the cost for me, man, woo! I can't imagine what someone who has like $500,000 to $1 million, what type of gas or energy they're using. So I am thinking about trying to figure out how to go electric in some of my smaller engines and stuff like that. So this is something that you might want to start thinking about. What are some of the ways that you can save in gas? I haven't figured it out yet. If you do know something that you can do, please put it in the comment section. The number one pitfall of getting started in this lawn care business is buying a mower that pretty much you spend too much money on. Fam, I'm gonna tell you something. I am into buying a mower that has motion on demand with the twills and the nice seat, but I realized something. Motion on demand is about a $2,000 increase. And truth be told, the motion on demand on the John Deere mowers, they start breaking down in the second year. Parts start coming because it's one of those ones that you're open and close, open and close, open and close. And anything that moves like that can and subject to breakdown. You hit a root, it's subject to break. So yes, I am no longer a mulch on demand fan when it comes to the John Deere, because I had 3 mowers this year I really had to get it fixed and remove the mulch plates underneath it. So I'm no longer a mulch on demand. Basically, what I'm gonna get is one with that maybe have the twills on it and have a good seat, but it's not gonna be the super upgrade seat, and then have a side discharge, and we'll put a grass flap on it. So you might wanna make sure whatever more you get don't get all the bells and whistles, because they're going to break down. Don't worry about how shiny it is. Find out, number one, does it fit your area of grass that you need to cut based on the size? And number two, what type of repair costs you have at your dealer. Because if you're not really handy, it's gonna be a money pit. Fam, if you like this video, you're gonna love this video. More strategies on how to grow your business. Go ahead and click on it.